Kay, you really are something special. Not just to me, but to everyone who knows you. Our house wouldn't be the home it is without you. And no man can ask for any more than what I've got with you. I'm sure you will carry on your special ways long into life as husband and wife. I've had the best 10 years of my life, and it's all because of you.
If I had to use one word to describe Jamie and Michaela, I'd use content. Honestly, if you're ever in a bad mood, you should go round to their house on a Friday night about 6 o'clock. You find the house absolutely gleaming, the music on and a drink in hand. And it sounds so simple, but honestly that's what they're all about. They're happy and content in each other's company.
Hi Jamie, to you Michaela. To be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better for worse, for richer for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part. According to God's holy law, in the presence of God I make this vow.
I, Michaela, take thee, Jamie, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better for worse, for richer for poorer, in sickness and in health, and to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy law. And this is my solemn vow.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you who don't already know me, I'm Michael, Michaela's dad. I'd firstly like to start by welcoming you all here today to celebrate Michaela and Jamie's big day. I'd like to thank you all very much for making such an effort. I know you have all had to travel a good way today, and we really appreciate it. And I must say that everyone has scrubbed up very well, and I'm looking forward to celebrating with you all later tonight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my best man speech. Most of the people in the room already know me, but for those that don't, I'm Steve, and I'm Jamie's hero.
On behalf of me and my beautiful wife, I would just like to thank you all for coming today and making it even more expensive. Now, honestly, it's overwhelming how much effort you made today to help us celebrate, so thank you.
Now, you're going to have to bear with me with this speech, ladies and gentlemen, as I am pretty nervous, I'll be honest. But not just because I'm first up, or the fact that it's my only daughter's wedding day, but it's because I've been married myself for 34 years, and I'm not used to speaking for more than 30 seconds without being interrupted. As you all know, Michaela and Jamie should have tied the knot last June. However, due to the dreaded COVID, like many other weddings, theirs also was cancelled. But as you can imagine, it's been a long time in coming. But I'm sure you will all agree on seeing the beautiful bride and her 6 stunning bridesmaids enter the church today, it was well worth the wait.
Now, I think you'll all agree how good the bridesmaids looks today. I just want to thank you all for helping with the build-up of the wedding, but not only that, but for being there for Kay all these years.
I'd like to just give another mention to the bridesmaids. Quite possibly the best looking bridal party you'll ever see. Big shout out to Mrs. Moores as well, everybody.
Special mention to Michaela's maid of honour, Louise. Lou, thanks for sending her a gift every month to help with the build-up to the wedding. It must have spent you a fortune, especially when it had to put it back 12 months. But seriously, Lou, you're the sister that Kay never had.
I'm sure you'll all agree that it's the groomsmen and the page boys that have stole the show today. Well done, lads. I tell you what, Jamie even scrubs up all right, doesn't he? Come a long way from his usual rig out. Liverpool jeans, white Timberland boots and Henley t-shirts.
I'd like to thank all the groomsmen for putting suits on. No, all jokes aside, I'd like to cheers. Next, the best man, Steve. One of the smartest lads I know, and the lads can't thank you enough for organising a cracking do in Benidorm. After some persuasion.
It's a bit of an unusual situation today where the best man is actually the big brother of the bride. Come to think of it, this is probably the most scam wedding you'll ever go to. Now to you all here today. I know it's been said, but I know a lot of you made a good effort to be here today, and I want you to know that Michaela and Jamie really appreciate it. And I'd like to also thank Jamie and Michaela on behalf of everybody here today for putting on such a fantastic day so far.
"2K, my beautiful bride-to-be. Words can't explain the way I feel about you. Every day is a blessing to even know you, and yet I get to wake up every day next to you."
It's finally here, the day we never thought would arrive. We're actually doing this, we're getting married. Even after 9 years, I can't believe I still get butterflies. When you walk through the door, you really are my best friend, and each day is an adventure with you. And I wouldn't want to do life with anyone else by my side. We've built a life together that I once could have only ever imagined, and I feel so lucky that we found each other.
I'm keeping this short and sweet because I've got the rest of my life to show you what you mean to me. See you at the altar, Jamie.
Time to do this. Let's have a day we've dreamt of and planned for so long. See you at the altar. Love you forever and always. P.S. Don't forget to put a tissue in your pocket for me.
Now, I know that every wedding is such a special occasion, but let me tell you, watching your daughter get married is something else. We have always been so proud of you, Michaela, even more now that the woman you've become. We love you very much and wish you all the health and happiness in the world.
Michaela, today you look a picture. You look absolutely beautiful. I speak for both myself and Andrew when I say how proud we are of you today, Michaela. But not just for today, we've always been proud of you.
Michaela, I cannot put into words how proud you have made me today. Walking you down the aisle is a memory I will cherish forever. You look absolutely beautiful, just like a real life princess. You've even managed to make your old dad look decent.
who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you.
I don't think you can ever really prepare yourself enough to give your only daughter away. But I suppose that one day it was always going to come. And now that it has, I am glad, Jamie, that it's to you. And I mean that.
Jamie, will you take Michaela to be your wife?
I will.
Wait a second.
Oh, sorry. Just starting to wait for it to happen.
At least he's keen. Well, that's great. We know the answer anyway. Will you love her, comfort her, honor and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Brilliant. He said it twice. Michaela, will you take Jamie to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Yeah, fella. One of the hardest working men I know, and while he was working away, I was a lodger wrecking his house. But it turns out he had the last laugh because I had to share with Annie. Even after that, he still helped massively towards helping us build our dream home, with a special mention to Grant. Me and Michaela can't thank you enough, Dad. Now the other woman in my life, one of the kindest and most caring people you will ever meet. On behalf of me and Michelle, I want to thank you for everything you've done for us growing up. Must have been hard raising now, Michelle. I've certainly adopted a lot of your ways through the lessons you've learnt me in life. You and Mal have played a massive part in mine and Michaela's lives, and we want to thank you both for helping us make this day possible. Mal, I want to thank you for letting me help build a new shed every other weekend growing up. It certainly helped towards my career. But you did also nearly cause a divorce before the marriage even started by getting me them speakers for Christmas. I couldn't ask for better in-laws. Whenever I go round, Jackie's got this obsession with either stuffing food down my face or getting me half cut. If Michaela turns out to be half the mum you are to them, Jackie, with our kids in the future, then I know I've got nothing to worry about. Michaela will always be your little girl, and I promise to love and protect her just as much as you have. The past 6 months have been a roller coaster, with us having to move out of our house and let us use your spare room as a bed sit. And if you ever find yourselves in the same position, you know I'd be more than happy to ask Jean next door if she could live with it. It's also been a tough 6 months with Mick being unwell, but you still look the proudest man alive walking your daughter out in the aisle today, Mick, and you both looked amazing. Something else about Mick are his random purchases. We mentioned we liked Hunter's chicken once, and now every time he nips out, he just has to buy it. Honestly, if you ever tell Mick you like something, if he sees it when he's out and about, he'll literally buy it every time and just turn up at your house. If you see him at the bar later, just mention what drink you like, mate, honestly. We will be forever grateful for your help and contributions towards making this day possible. And you've both been there, not just for Michaela, but for me as well, and I can't thank you both enough for that.
I'd just like to take a moment to thank my wife Jackie for all her help and effort in bringing this special day together. Not only for today, but for everything she has done over the years in raising such a beautiful daughter.
I first met Jay back in 1999 when a young, big-eared, 3-foot-tall, high-pitched voice kid, that would be me, walked into form to find a tall, dopey-looking kid with a head shaped like a light bulb. That would be Jay. We used to knock around Old Sken. We would constantly get up to mischief or just playing footy on Thurston Field. Jay was an absolute car crash of a football player. It was like watching Bambi on ice. The friendship grew from strength to strength until he stitched me up in year 9 by asking me to join the Air Cadets. Jay approached me on joining the Air Cadets, and I believe his selling line was, "You should come, mate, it's absolutely full of birds." I'm not sure if many people in here knew me in year 9, but I'd have took whatever I could have got my hands on. Over the years as mates, there's been quite a few of life's firsts that I've experienced with Jay. First day of high school, first illegal drink, first legal drink, first time in a pub, first time in a nightclub, first lads holiday, first time in one of those bars where the women are lovely and dance with no clothes on. Come to think of it, Michaela, I probably should have married him. Now, I'm actually shocked that the weather held out today, with it being Jamie's wedding. The lads absolutely cursed. He took Michaela to Iceland to propose, decided to book a romantic husky ride. The snow literally melted. And more recently, his stag do in Benidorm. 6 lads in swimming shorts and coats. 2 of us come back with chest infections. For all the tight spot that Jay has put us in over the years, though, he's certainly gotten us out of a lot more in later life. And there are a good few people in the room today that owe Jamie a good drink for all the work he's done in their houses, especially his close mates. He's done countless amounts of work for us all, and he's never charged us a penny. He practically rebuilt mine and Lauren's house when we first bought it, and we'd have been absolutely lost without him. What you see is what you get with Jamie, and there are a few things in life that are consistent and that you can depend on. Jamie is one of those things. Jay, I know it was an obvious choice to be best man today, but I would like to thank you for the privilege, and I'd also like to thank you for the opportunity for letting me speak at my little sister's wedding, because that has meant a lot to me.
I'd like to say how happy I am that Jamie's family is joining ours today. We have known Jamie's family for years before he was even born, but I never thought that one day I'd be speaking about him as my son-in-law. Michaela and Jamie have been together for about 9 years now, and in the past 9 years, Jamie has become one of the family. He's a smashing lad, he's a credit to his mum and dad. He's hard-working, honest, and always in the same frame of mind. And that's everything a dad wants for his daughter. Jackie and I are very happy that the two are now man and wife. Jamie, the first bit of advice I'm going to give you as a father-in-law is the best bit of advice for a happy marriage. In the event of an argument, it can easily be resolved by using those 3 little words. You're right, love. And it works every time. Now, growing up, Michaela has always been a daddy's girl, which means she has always had me wrapped around her little finger. When the 3 of them was young and they wanted something, the lads would always get Michaela to ask, because they knew I'd never say no to her. Now, growing up with 2 brothers, Michaela sometimes didn't find things easy, but she soon learned to give as much as she got. But ladies and gentlemen, the 3 of them have grown up to be very close, and Stephen and Andrew both idolised their sister very much.
Now, as you've heard, growing up with me and our Andrew wasn't easy for our Michaela. We'd always wind her up to the point of cracking, and she often did. We used to hide all the Easter eggs in the air in cupboards so they'd melt. She couldn't have a new doll, we'd rip the inside out or take the arms off the lot. But taking all wind-ups apart, Michaela, we did both idolise you growing up. We'd always do whatever we could to try and stop the wind from blowing on you. Growing up, you'd never brought any trouble to our door. Just one of my best mates. I suppose that's worked out all right in the end, doesn't it? We want you to know that even though you leave here as a wife today, maybe someday a mum, you'll always be our little sister. And we'll always try and stop that wind from blowing on you. Now, if you're wondering why there's 3 massive smiles in the room from me, my dad and our Andrew, it's because today we just managed to get rid of a massive overhead. I can only imagine this is the feeling when your mortgage is paid off. Jay, she's your problem now, mate. But on a slightly more serious note, as a family, we have had a really tough year. But today signifies the start of something great, a chance to move forward. And as all being together today as a family is something that we'll all cherish forever. Stop this now, Rebecca. Jay, I do feel it's only right now in front of family and friends that we have that big little chat. And I give you some advice so we're clear on where we're going. She will have mood swings at least twice a week. She will turn the telly down for no reason at all, usually while the match is on. And she can spend money like it's going out of fashion, mate. All the best.
I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold your sunlit face. Feels like a handful of silk now. I'm in your warm embrace. Oh, I hope this feeling lasts till the oceans turn to glass and the world around us turns and fades to black. Together we'll hold back the sun in this moment, forever young. Against the stream of time we'll run, baby.
Can we all just show some appreciation for how good my wife looks today? For me and Kay, it wasn't so much love at first sight. She actually just turned up to my 18th without an invite as Steve's little sister, brought a +1 and blended into the background. Or at least she thought she did. A few years later, she got herself making butties and AKLs. Lou was the boss. I'd turn up every Saturday morning. We would talk about going out that night and I'd put my order in. And to be honest, not much has changed, just she puts the orders into me. No, but we've always had a special bond from the word go, even if it was another 6-7 years down the line before we got together. It's such a cliche thing to say, but I really have married my best friend.
I love the fact that both me and Lauren are neighbours and we can pop round whenever we want, or that you can pop round to ours. Both me and Lauren look forward to many more drunken nights in the back kitchen, more holidays together, maybe someday us both attempting to raise kids together. My only advice to you both is to keep doing what you're doing, because where I'm standing, you've already cracked it. Before the party starts and before the drinks start flowing, I'd like you all to join me in raising a glass to love, to laughter, to happily ever after. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your bride and groom, to Mr. and Mrs. Harrison.
Michaela and Jamie, I don't know what the future holds. And in 20 years from now, things will happen that we can't predict. But whatever happens, and wherever you go, your mum and I know you will always have each other's love, and you will always both have ours.
Michaela, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you, and all that I have, I share with you, within the love of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Jamie, I give you this ring, the sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you, and all that I have, I share with you, within the love of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Jamie and Michaela have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.